Here we are in the upper Red River. Yeah, doing a 11-mile canoe trip. Camp somewhere in the middle here tonight. And then head down, meet some people to go to Red Byrd Arch the next morning. So we're taking a little break here. Look, there's a what we call a strainer. That log right there would take your head off if you go on through that rapid. We're on video here. Yeah.
Can it hear?
Uh-huh.
Does it record?
Oh, yeah.
So we're talking, we're listening to that damn goose.
Uh-huh. Yeah. We picked up a goose here. He jumped off a rock and scared the heck out of us.
He's playing duck, duck, goose with us.
And he's been with us for about a half a mile now. But it's a good chance to see how incredible the scenery is here. So, if this guy doesn't be quiet soon, I think we're going to have duck stew. Or goose stew, sorry. Yeah, we're down in this gorge here on the Red River, on the upper section. And we've seen 2 people so far today. They were fishers. I haven't seen anybody else paddling. We're going to go all the way down towards, eventually, Copperas Creek. But we're at where Stillwater Creek comes into the Red. That's Stillwater up that way. I don't know if you hear that thunder in the background, but we're going to ignore that for a while. That's looking upstream on the Red. And there's our canoe. And then we'll head down this way, going down there. Should be, it's really, really nice. We're still down in this valley. No way to get out but going downstream.
Okay, watch this. Watch this
Left turn. We're in this really nice rock shelter here. Going way up over us. I'll get a better view from up here. Starting to rain a little bit too. That's all right. Go back upstream actually to get a picture here. You can see how nice this is. Ooch. Oh. So if I fall down, y'all can't laugh. Hopefully you can see what I see. It's a little hard. The sun's kind of coming in and out, and it's raining. Oh. Creek is quite hard to walk. So you can see how big this overhang. You can see Bill down there, all the way up there. Really nice. You probably couldn't hear me there. Anyway, there's Bill down there, down where we got the canoe. This rock overhang is really, really spectacular. I don't know if I'm doing it justice with the pictures I'm getting here. Ouch. Ouch. Really nice. And the view from where we just came upstream. All right, we're at a pretty serious rapid here. We're trying to figure out how we're going to do it. You got these big old rock out there, big old rock there. It might not look like a lot, but it's, you get hung up in that stuff, you're going to be in trouble. Let's jump out onto this rock and get a better view. You can see what we got. Then we got to get lined up. Try to make it through all this. And like I said, it might not look like a lot, but if we don't want to dump all of our gear and regret going through there. So, but just incredible scenery. We got all of our overnight gear. We can't risk dumping all that. But we can get through to that try to get through to that big rock shelf right there. We're gonna walk it around this over on the left side of the bank. Try to get safely up on that. And then we can probably pop back in and canoe through the rest of it. Or we could go around the back of it, but either way. All right, I know it's really noisy. This is what we didn't want to go through. Not with a canoe and with a bunch of gear. Maybe I could do a kayak through there, but I'm not going to do a canoe. But you can just see how gorgeous this river is here. We got our canoe pulled up on a rock. We might actually portage around the back of that rock and then put back in down there. You can see how gorgeous this is. You probably can't even hear me now. We got a really neat little chute right here. There we go. But this is really neat. You got some of these holes and stuff here. All kinds of interesting formations. We just drug around this rock. We really didn't want any part of that. We're on a portage here. We had to get all of our gear out to get around this thing because there's no way you're getting a canoe with two people and all that gear through that section right there. So anyway, that was just the best way to do it. We're gonna put right back in here and then we can shoot down this little spot. We can either go left or right. I think either way we can get out of this, and then we'll be back down in flat water. So, but just spectacular scenery. Here's another rapid we decided to carry around. There's just no good way to run over that shelf. It's really very cool. We're gonna walk out of here a little bit, not get swept away, but you can see how we're in a part of the river where some other tributaries have dumped into it. and so it's getting a little wider, a little stronger. We're gonna put in right here and then go down this rapid and keep on going, so we should be good. This is a nice little tributary, a small little creek coming into it. Whew, that water's colder back here. There must be a spring up creek here, because that water's cold. See if I can stay up here and not fall in. It's actually pretty deep out in the middle. Yeah, this water is nice and cold. Hey, Bill, that feels like a springs up here. This is really cold. I don't think you get too many human visitors out here. All right, we had to go under that log there. Second time we've had to get out of the canoe, take the seats down, and go under a log. And then we're gonna go back there. Yeah. So there's a big rock with all this log and driftwood on top of it, as the water gets that high sometimes. But it is just all sealed off. There's, of course, no way to get through there. That's a mess. So we'll go through this backside. Their campsite for the night. This is the trail we used to portage around those really rough rapids that we couldn't take. And you can hear the river in the background. Yeah, here's our portage that we had to take. So we had to drag all of our stuff up here about a quarter mile to get around this big mess. Which I'm not sure of the name of it, but it doesn't look like a lot from here, but you can't fit a canoe through all those little turns and everything without getting stuck. So we're gonna have to, had to walk all of our gear down the trail up here. We camped there overnight, and then we're going to hit the creek this morning and head down to Silvermine Creek. So this is the portage trail. This is a lot of fun with a canoe, let me tell you. That's where we started down there. Our campsite's a little downstream. Yeah. Yeah, Bill's giving us a recap of yesterday.
We didn't want to do that with my big fat butt going through these rapids.
Exactly. Bill's up to 131, and I had to lug him around all day. He had me in the front. He was just sitting back there with the tiller.
Yeah, since I was in the bad jam, was basically up out of the water.
Yeah. Sometimes I couldn't even reach the water with my paddle. But yeah, there was no way we could make it through here. I mean, probably be very possible in a kayak, but not a two-man canoe. Three-man canoe, actually. So yeah, but beautiful scenery and everything. Cross this rock and not try to fall in. I got my dry shoes on. Yeah, that's what we had to go around yesterday. Another section we couldn't get through. It was too dicey. But beautiful. That's where we just came down, got some water over in this little stream. Now we're back on the river.
As usual, Bill's doing all the work.
Hey.
Just sitting there looking at the view. Scrawny 130-pound horse is doing all the work.
All he does is whine.
Beer, whiskey, vodka, it doesn't matter.
There's a really nice cliff face right as we come up around this turn that we wanted to share. We come around this bend. There you go. That is something. Also, we're going to mark that on my GPS, and we're going to see if maybe another time we can find an overland route to get to there, because that would be a really nice view. That would be a great view of the valley.